So I just got out of dinner and I want to know, what the fuck is this alien bullshit? What is this? Are they watching us?
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim that are pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. This is going to be another lesson through the Rakakadash. And out of one Ratazah, this is edifying. Alright, so in that clip I just played, before actually getting into this lesson, obviously it was a chariot video. But you seen the sort of detail in the ship, man, right? And the way that chariot looked, that's actually described in the scriptures, man. And chariots, they come in many different forms, They come in forms like that, oval shaped, what would be considered, your modern day UFO, if you will. All right, you can see the windows, right? And in that clip, man, you saw the windows, right? And that's in the scriptures, and I'm finna get into it, right? They come in the form of fireballs, right? And that's also in the scriptures, man, right? The Lord or Moses described as a pillar of cloud by day and was a pillar of fire by night, man, right? But what he said, man, what he saw, he was bugging and shit, talking about, what the fuck is this alien bullshit? Are they watching us, right? And to answer your question, it's yes, man. Amos 9 and 8, it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, right? And we know in today's time, this is speaking about America, right? But this goes back to the time of, going back to Jake, man. Because when we were, in our homeland, Jake was wicked as shit, right? But in today's time, this is speaking about America, man, because this place is just, just full of abominations, man, right? Anything that's considered wicked under the sun, that's, happening here in America, man. You got whoredom at an all-time high, man, right? You got, adultery, you got witchcraft going on, violence, etc., man. Everything that's considered wicked, that's here in America, That's why, like, Revelations, the 17th chapter, it basically called, the Lord basically called America the mother of abominations, man, because this place is abominable as shit, man, right? And it says, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord, right? And that's how the Lord's going to close the curtains on America, man. It's about destroying this bitch, point blank, period. But the point I wanted to get into was the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, man, right? You can read scriptures also, like in the book of Proverbs, if I'm not mistaken. The Lord basically said that, behold the eyes of the Lord in every place, man. He see the good, he see the evil and everything, man. And how's the Lord said? He sees it because he sends his angels down here, right? Operating so-called UFOs, what Esau calls it, right? Which are the chariots of the Lord. Those are their vehicles, man. Right, and they basically record any and everything that you're doing, man. So when you see a light that's sitting in the middle of the sky, flashing different colors and shit, that's a chariot basically peeping and scoping out the shit that you people are doing. And he's taking it back up to the Heavenly Father, man. And they're also watching over the men of the Lord, man. Right, so yes, man. Right, this is also going to be taking place in the end times, man. All right, because the Lord said in the book of Zechariah, the 5th chapter, we can go ahead and get into that, man, that they were going to enter into the house of the thief. You got chariots out here right now just scoping shit out, man. All right, but this is damn, it's tripping. Hold on, y'all see that? It just merged Amos the 9th chapter with this. Hold up, Slocky. Damn. I don't know, it's tripping, but we can just go ahead and get straight to the point. This is Zechariah 5 and what was the point I wanted to get into? Yeah, just Zechariah 5 and 4. And it says, and I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, right? And to understand what it's talking about a so-called UFO, a chariot, man, right? You can read that in the previous verses, right? It says, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, right? Which is, Esau, Edom's kingdom, man. Ultimately America, because they got America by what? Thievery. They robbed it. They robbed it from, the northern kingdom, right? It says, and unto the house of him that swore falsely by my name, and that shall remain in the midst of his house, right? That's why you see chariots at an all-time high, like within the year of 2019, I think it was over 7,000, if I'm not mistaken. We know the numbers are much higher, man, because everybody that sees the chariot is going to report it, and let it be known, man, all right? But they said it was like over 7,000 chariot sightings within the year 2019, man. And those numbers are going up higher and higher, man. Why? Because they're remaining in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. And that's, ultimately going to take place, when our big bro come back, Yahweh Shai, right? They're going to, consume this place, with that concentrated fire coming out of the mouth of those ships, man, right? But what you see in taking place, man, that's Bible prophecy, man. Because the Lord said that they were going to enter into the house of the thief, right? They're basically scoping shit out and taking it back up to the Heavenly Father, man. And the Lord basically is building a case against Esau, man, right? And which is, he already has the case, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to make a quick analogy, if you will. All right, so now let's get to the book of Ezekiel. This is the point that I want to get into, because the way that chariot looked, man, that kind of stood out. You seen the windows and everything, the lights and shit. All right, this is Ezekiel 1, and I'm going to start at verse 16. And it says, the appearance of the wheels and the work was like unto the color of a beryl, right? Which is, like a greenish color, right? He's describing the chariot. And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was that were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. That's where you get that circular shape from. All right. It says, when they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went. Right. And here's the point. It says, as for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Right. And that's why when you go back to that video, you see those windows all around the chariot, man. This is basically what Ezekiel's describing, because back in his time, he didn't really know what to call them, man. Right? This looked kind of strange to Ezekiel, so he described it to the best of his ability, man. Right? Because the type of technology that we have today, you know what I'm saying? Not Esau, back in the ancient world, they didn't have, man. So they described it to whatever, they thought it looked like. Like when you go to like 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, Ezra, he basically described Yahweh Shai's chariot as a mountain, because that's how big it was. Yahweh Shai, he wasn't literally flying on a damn mountain, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how Ezra described it, man. And I also want to grab this because, when people think of so-called UFOs, they think of all the colors and shit. And that's also in the scriptures, man. Right, this is Revelations 10:1. It says, and I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, right? Speaking about a chariot, right? Because, they can cloak themselves, within the clouds, man. It says, and a rainbow was upon his head, right? And this is speaking about the colorful lights that are around the chariots. Not every one of the chariots have those colorful lights, but you do have some that have them, man. And this is basically what John the Revelator is describing. It says, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire, right? And that's all I wanted to get into. Just proving, man, that chariots are in the scriptures, man. And there's many other, scriptures that I can pull out, but this is basically what I just wanted to get into to describe the way that chariot looked, because, it's in the Bible, man. All right, so with that being said, I the one Ratazah, this was edifying. Before I close out, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, by Shema Shah, by Shema Kakadash, double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim, not pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom and Abba Abba.